Now, what percent of your time, because obviously you're with Paradigm and you've been with Paradigm a couple years now,
About a year and a half now. Yeah. Yeah.
and what's it been like to, I guess be part of that brand? Because, especially for a lot of MMA fans and, people following the UFC world and, MMA in general, they know that Paradigm is, one of the biggest agencies in the world.
Yeah. I mean, it's been amazing. It is such a great organization. And listen, I work there. Of course, he's going to say that. But I mean, I can tell you, the people that are there are not only just really brilliant at what they do. Audie Attar, who's the founder, always says, we have a team of black belts, right? We have a black belt in digital, we have a black belt in legal, we have a black belt all over the place. But they're really good people. I mean, we just had a sort of a virtual meeting yesterday that was just terrific. We were just, talking about what we value, each of us, what we value and what we hope to bring to the organization. And it was just a great hour of just like building our relationships together. And for someone that's really worked on his own, really his entire career, I didn't know how it would be to be as part of a team. I hear people complaining about their fellow employees and it's cutthroat and this and that. I mean, complete opposite. I mean, everyone's been supportive of each other. And in doing that and having a team like that of experts that actually care about each other, we serve our clients so well. I mean, I think about like how much I did on my own and tried to do for my clients. And listen, I think I did a great job, but of course, as one person, I had limitations. But to have now this team and see what they can do on such a high, like vast level is impressive. I mean, and again, it comes from the top down from Audie. I mean, there's really nothing we can't do for our clients now. It's amazing the businesses we're building for them and, the expertise that the team brings to every aspect of their life. It's really neat. It's great. I love it.
Now, what exactly, for people out there, kind of more the casual person who doesn't understand what exactly a sports agency might do other than negotiate a contract, what is it like the holistic view of if you're a fighter that just signed with Paradigm? What does that look like for you in terms of your benefits of signing with Paradigm as opposed to another agency?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely varies a little bit, just being specific, where someone is in their career as far as the approach we would take and the things we would do. But I sort of mentioned it before. What we do is we say, you take care of the things that you have to take care of, which is your training, your nutrition, your sleep. We even can help with those things too. We can help you with your nutrition. We can help you find a great place to train. We can work with your coaches, but we'll take care of everything else. The really mundane, boring stuff like medicals and licensing and all that, we take that off your plate. We help you with your social media presence, which obviously now is incredibly important. Mm-hmm. We help you with your sponsorships, getting you, outside income, passive income, really the whole gamut. And obviously it changes as athletes continue in their career and win and become more successful. There are larger platforms that are available. But I would tell you, even some of our newer athletes are gaining access to this incredible platform. And the way I always think about it is, and it's weird for me to say this, because I love the sport and I love our athletes and I support them, but it's a really rough way to make a living, right? You're getting your joints twisted, you're getting punched in the face, kicked in the ribs. My hope is that the athletes do this for a finite period of time, right? Mm-hmm. They do it while they enjoy it and while they're healthy, and that they leave on their own terms, and then they have tremendous options. Like the way I think about it is, we're going to use this vehicle of MMA so that you have so many options for really the vast percentage of your life, right? Fighting should be a small part of your life. You should retire from this career pretty young and healthy. And then you've built your brand. Hopefully you made a good amount of money so that you could do whatever you want. If you want to remain involved in MMA, great. If you want to go to graduate school, great. If you want to open up a daycare center, great. If you want to learn how to paint, how to play the guitar, you can do that now because you're financially stable. You've built a name for yourself that people want to work with you, people want to teach you, people want to learn from you. And I think we do that really well. Thinking about one of our athletes was a incredibly successful UFC fighter, made a lot of money, and he might make more money post-career because first of all, he's so with it.
I think I know who you're talking
yeah,
about.
he's so smart. And
He's got one eye, no?
Yeah. And he has such a character about him, and he he has such a determination and grit. I mean, I think he's going to make more money.
Yeah.
And that's great. I mean, I prefer to see our athletes being happy and successful actually after they decide not to get punched in the face anymore. Yeah.
Now, because, I mean, especially at Paradigm, I'm thinking, some of the big names. Is Connor technically under Paradigm?
Yeah.
I mean, he's under Audi. What's it been like to, I don't know if you have any personal interactions with him, Izzy, but, it feels like, at least on the outside looking in, that even those big stars are interacting with, some of the up-and-comers and everyone of that Paradigm family. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely fair to say. Yeah, yeah. It's great. And maybe it comes from Audi and it comes for our team, but I feel like all of our athletes, whether they're the most famous athletes in the world like Connor and Izzy is getting there, and Chris Cyborg, they all support the entire team. Right. It's great. When they see some of our other clients who, you might call up-and-comers, they take them under the wing, and they're really supportive of the whole team. It's really nice to see. And is it specifically by design, or is it just by the nature of our team? But I happen to also really like our clients as people. Yeah, we're selective. We pick the best of the best, right? In the cage, but they're also really good people, and we feel that spirit like coming from us to them and from them to us, and it makes you want to go to work every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Are there particular, like, how's it work in terms of, like, are you responsible for a certain, crop of different clients, or you guys all kind of work together?
Yes and no, which I like. There's definitely a point person. An athlete will have their go-to manager that is like their first line, but the way we all see it is Paradigm represents these athletes. We all represent every single athlete on the roster. And while the people that I have like first point of contact with may take up a little bit more of my mind space, I'm always thinking about our whole roster. If I'm, pitching to a potential sponsor, I'm thinking of our whole roster. If I know there's an opening or a potential fight opportunity, I'm thinking of our whole roster, and it's also nice that, and other agencies that maybe do things differently, is the nice thing about us having like a huge staff and not such a ridiculously large roster is that we really can spend time thinking about each and every person on the roster and giving them a lot of time. It's not like we have a roster of hundreds and I have to pick up a piece of paper to even remember who's on our team. I know everyone on our team, and I can always give them the right amount of attention. So it's great. I'm lucky to be there.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at felix.levine, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment.